Hey, this is Sarkis Love. Hi. I want to talk today about religion and kind of how religion can be beneficial and how religion can be a little bit detrimental. And so the first thing is, in a basic way, what is religion? And religion, to me, is basically a collection of beliefs. Like beliefs, attitudes, practices, behaviors. And so, if you don't have a collection of beliefs, like a belief system, right, then you don't really have a religion, right? That's what religions are. And religions tend to form around a teaching, because there was, at some point, a profound realization, usually through a teacher or a master, or a really highly advanced individual. And many people, in following the teaching of the master, had profound realizations and connected to things that they've deeply longed for in their life. So then what happens is the way that the teacher presents the teaching gets codified into specific behaviors and beliefs and these patterns, right? And what we can see is that throughout history, one way that might work for one person isn't necessarily the path or the way for another person, right? And this can be very simple too. Like, let's say I go to a restaurant and I get minestrone soup, and it's like, oh my God, this is the best minestrone soup I've ever had in my whole life, and like all of a sudden I'm happy, I'm elated, I've had the best day I've had in months. I go home to my wife and I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. She's like, what happened to you? This is amazing. I had this minestrone soup and you wouldn't even believe it. So then we go back the next day and it's incredible, and she has it and it's incredible. We're happy people again, and our lives are revitalized. And then, right, it doesn't really stop there though, right? It's like, next thing you know, we're, on the street trying to get everybody to eat minestrone soup. Calling up my parents like, Mom, Dad, I know maybe you're not feeling so great, but just try this minestrone soup. I think it might actually help you. And that's natural, right? Because many, many, many people are seeking and searching for basically happiness. Everyone has their version, like peace or contentment, but everyone wants to just be happy, right? So religion is a vehicle, a set of beliefs and ideas that point us towards the experience that we're longing for, and that's its purpose. Okay. And where religion can be detrimental is when I grip onto too tightly, when I get attached to this belief system and this religion as the truth, and even worse, the only truth, right? That's problematic even more. Then what needs to spontaneously arise in me moment to moment to direct me towards the thing that I'm actually longing for, let's say it's peace. If I'm too tightly bound to one thing, then, let's say I'm attached to having minestrone soup and that's the only way that I can be happy. Then maybe, let's say one day after 20 years of eating minestrone soup, I wake up and just naturally, spontaneously, what wants to happen for me that day is to eat chicken noodle soup. Like, that's the thing that's gonna open my heart and free my mind and relax my body and connect me to a sense of peace on that particular day. Will I have the courage to let go of my minestrone soup? Right? Because if God, or consciousness, or whatever you want to call it, is infinite, do you really think that it wants you to eat minestrone soup for the rest of eternity? Maybe, like, again, maybe for you, right? But what if it wants to bring in something else? What if Spirit wants to bring in something else to move you toward the peace or the happiness that you're longing for? And that's where the attachment to a particular belief system, which is what I'm calling religion, can be a limitation. So here's one thing that you can do is just notice what it is that you feel like you need to do religiously. You know, some people hike religiously, some people do Pilates, some people chant mantras, some people are contrarians, you know, their religion is just going against everything else. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's the thing that you do habitually and that you believe is the thing you have to do in order to get, for me, it would be, let's say, peace. And like, let's say I'm a meditator and I'm sitting down to meditate every single day because I want to, again, let's say peace. I want peace. One thing I can do is I can ask myself this simple question. When I sit down to meditate, I can ask myself, is the peace that I'm looking for not already here? Or is there another way that I can connect with this peace? And so you'll have to find out for yourself, like, what is your belief system? What is your religion? What's the function it's played? Like, again, I'm not saying religion is good or bad. I'm just saying, notice that its design is as a tool, a vehicle to take you to something. And whatever that something is, I challenge you to inquire, is that already here? Is it not already here? Okay, I'll leave it at that. And just so you know, whatever your religion is, I bless you. It's beautiful. There's many, many paths, and they're all valid. And I'm just encouraging to notice that, in my view, all paths, all vehicles, all religions are pointing toward the same thing. Okay. Thank you.